Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Nice car. 85 300ZX, right? Original owners, 34,599 original miles. Comes with all kinds of nice things, like it comes with a bra that goes in the front, got the T-top bags. The one thing I wanted to do is walk around a little bit and kind of show you this, and this is an electronic meter, kind of shows you original paint on the car. So, and also a good indication of the quality of a car are things like the tires that people put on there. For instance, like if this is just a beater car that's you don't really care about, you're going to put the cheapest set of tires that you can put on there. But if the car is your baby, you're going to get the best tire you can. You're not going to overpay for tires, but you're going to put the best ones that you can. So for instance, like this one here, nice set of Michelin Pilots on here, and they're the mud and snow version, so you get some performance out of them, and they're all season. Okay? All right, let's measure the paint for a second and check this, and I'll show you how this works. What this does is this measures the thickness of paint. The way the factory paints a car is, it's in a hospital-like environment, so it's almost uniform within 2 millimeters of thickness all the way around. Okay, so got 9 here, 8 here, 7.5 here, 8 here. So look, like, check how nice this is. And the reason I'm showing you this is because the quality of the paint. This car was garaged, and like, look how you can read everything in there nicely. Okay? It's just really nice. We can keep walking around for a minute, or I can just tell you about it. But I like people to see, like, this is pretty cool, man. It's all in the right ranges. And that's kind of cool. Even has the original pinstripes on it right here. I think if it was us, we probably should take those off and redo them. But I say they're the only thing that's got maybe some issues on the car, because the rest of it looks really, really good. Like we said, we talked about the removable T-tops. They're also lockable too, so nobody can steal them from you. So what do you get when you get a car like this, a one-owner, original mile car? Well, you get, first off, original, nice-looking paint. You get a car that was really expensive for its time. You know, these cars approached, as the last run of the turbos went, you know, these cars almost hit the $50,000 mark. So to get a car like this with 34,000 original miles, now here's an interesting thing. I didn't clean the engine for a reason, so I wanted you to come over here and I wanted you to see this. So come on up here. You see this right here? This stuff right here all comes off. I'm taking it off with my fingernail. The reason it comes off is because these cars that are built in Japan would get a coating called cosmoline. And what they do is they spray the entire engine compartment and the underneath the car to keep it from rusting on its way over, so that the pieces, if it took a month to get here or whatever, you wouldn't have rusty nuts and bolts for a brand new car. So this stuff here all comes off. You use, they have a cosmoline chemical to take it off. And they also have, and this is cool because like all of this is so preserved. Like if you just take your fingernail and like check this out, all of it just comes right off. The coating comes off, and then it's super clean underneath there. And all you do is spray it on, scrub a little bit, and the engine compartment will look just like new. Famous Nissan 3-liter, got aluminum block and heads, air conditioning, power 4-wheel disc brakes, power steering, good power. They had cold ram air down, old muscle car trick, but right up here in the front of the bumper, they're getting the nice cold air instead of in this area here where you get hot engine compartment air. Still got great power, still sounds good. Independent rear suspension, a lot of people don't know that. Okay, like I said, it comes with a bra. It's in the back. We'll go and I'll show you how all that goes, but you can see how nicely taken care of the front of the car is, because typically these would be super chipped up because they're like shovels and they get all the gravel, rocks, and things like that. But this wasn't somebody's daily driver. This was their once in a while car. You know, the styling has really held up well on these cars. You got the dual exhaust there, great looking tail light with the center section with the call out of the car, right? And believe it or not, they're super, super functional. Okay, the shocks work. Okay, here's the bra for the car. All right, I don't know if you want to put it on or not. T-top bags, and you take the T-tops out, you strap them back here. That way you always have them with you if you get caught in some bad weather. Anyway, one thing I wanted to show you real quick is how easy it is to take the T-tops off. Super fast, boom, and they go right in the bags, and look what it does to the whole car. Changes the whole look, and now you get kind of almost that open air convertible without the, without being unprotected, which is kind of nice. And it even gives you a little wind flap that pops up here. And then we just lock these in place. I always like to check the T-tops when I put them in. Last thing you want to do is have one fly off and end up on the road somewhere and get run over 45 times. All right, let's check out the interior and see how it's held up as far as being modern. Okay, so the one thing I did was I left the original floor mats in here on purpose. You know, they're on their very edge. A nice new set of floor mats would be nice, and I'm happy to include a pair in there at the offered price. But I wanted the car to stay all original as possible, and most of it is exactly that. The security lights flashing on the dash like it's supposed to. The factory alarm. This had the great stereo built in, kind of traditional 240, 260, 280 Z gauges that were the round ones that sat here in the pod. Has a 145 mile an hour speedometer, 8,000 RPM tach, but it's loaded up with stuff. You know, we're talking about power windows, power locks, cruise control. It's got the nice 5-speed power mirrors, power antenna, and a great stereo. I don't know, just a really nice car. Plus the mileage, man, 34,599 original miles. I mean, that's just a little over 1,000 miles a year that this car has been driven. 1,000 miles a year, nothing. Anyway, still got a nice performance sound. Let me rev it for you so you can hear it. You know, we have books, we have keys, a lot of documentation, repair records, receipts, original window sticker. This is kind of cool. Circa 1985, this car was $17,400. That is very expensive. Circa 1980, a Camaro was like, what was a Camaro back then? Like 11,000. So this was significantly more money. And that's what you got. You got some great quality in there. So anyway, you know, closing this up, 4-wheel disc brakes, air conditioning, power windows, T-tops, all that's of 30,000 original miles for under $10,000. One owner, documented car, clean Carfax, nice car. 85 300ZX. Want a cool sports car to have some fun in that doesn't cost a lot of money? This is it. Call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.